Hello. So today we are at Sexy Style. I'm Eva, shop manager of Sexy Style, and today I have Patrick joining me, the brand ambassador of Europe of a company Aneros. Yes, so welcome.
Hello, good morning. Thank you.
Hi. So we're very happy to have you here. We had a pleasurable morning already seeing what's in our shops. So how has been your morning? How is your visit here?
Well, actually, thanks for having me. I was quite impressed by the flagship store. It's the first store I see today. But yeah, it's really welcoming. You have a nice team. The shop is really cool. So I'm surprised.
Okay,
Yeah.
glad to hear you. And you will have some more surprises when later on we go to our next shops and see the. Okay, so let's begin with the main thing. So Aneros,
Yes.
what is it? Why are you here to tell us more about it? We already carry the brand for quite some time,
Yes.
but we are bringing in new things from your brand. So tell me, from where it is, how it got created.
So actually, Aneros is a prostate massager, a prostate device. It's developed by High Island Health. This is a company from America. And it's actually a company that develops alternative medicine. So back in 2000, they developed Aneros. And actually, they developed it because back in the 70s, if you had a prostate issue, you would go to the doctor. And the doctor would put two fingers up your bum, up your rectum, massage the prostate, and you're done.
Yes.
So they
And now
stopped.
we have better options.
We have actually better options because most of the men don't like two
Yeah.
fingers up their bum. So that's why we have Aneros right now.
Yeah, I think especially by someone else, you don't know, like a doctor in a medical institution. So now you have the option to do it at your home,
At your
safely with your
home.
partner, actually.
Actually, so you don't have to take medicine anymore because a study showed that 10 to 15% effectiveness was given by medicine. So that's not enough.
Yeah.
That's why they developed the Aneros device. So why should you use a prostate massager?
Yeah.
So a prostate is actually as small as this. It's like a walnut-sized gland. It has the same structures and growths in it, but it's as squishy as a makeup sponge.
Okay.
So this combined would be your prostate. What does a prostate do? Because it's spongy, it collects all the debris and liquids of your body. Normally, it would flow out of your body by itself. But if you have an inflammatory prostate,
Yeah.
or if something's wrong with your prostate, it will keep the liquid and debris in your prostate. So that can cause lower chronic back pain, urethral problems, and even erectile problems.
Yeah, and I think it's more common than people think. We had a colleague who was doing also medicine, and she has a like for her study, she has to be in a urinary, this floor where they work with it, and she said that her biggest surprise was how young the men were there.
Yeah.
Like,
We actually say that the range is probably from 40 up, but there are always exceptions, you know?
yeah, she said that their biggest surprise was they were 30-year-olds, 35, 36.
Yeah.
Not even, of course, if you go to 40 and 50, that it gets more prostate problems. But even in the younger people, it's there. So unfortunately,
And
yes.
I never discovered it by myself. I'm really happy for that. But I talk to people and they say it's literally a pain in the ass, you know?
Yeah,
it's
quite literally.
quite literally a pain in the ass.
Yes.
So that's when Aneros comes in.
Yeah. So the biggest difference from other companies is that you are actually a medical device and company, and starting there, it's not just a toy.
No. And that's why the slogan of Aneros is everything else is just a toy. So this is actually developed together with a very famous urologist.
And so we're talking about medical research.
Yes. There's been a lot of research before they developed this device. All the products are medically grade materials. So for example, this is medically grade silicon. That means that you can heat it up to 800 degrees.
Okay, that's
Don't
a lot.
try at home.
Yeah, I don't even have a possibility to try it at home. 800 degrees is a
But you
lot.
can. But
Yeah.
you can. So we have some other Aneros products.
Yeah.
They're made of some kind of plastic.
This is actually one common question from our customers, like why should I pay so much money for pure plastic? And then we go on to explaining, but maybe you can do it more
Yes,
and better
yes.
than
Oh,
us. So it's not just plastic.
No,
it's
it's
a
not
special
just plastic. It's
Yeah.
special because we have the white series and we have the clear series.
Yeah.
So the white is used for surgery,
Yeah.
for rib replacement, etc. So it's actually a material that has to stay inside the body without, breaking or whatever. So you
Yeah,
cannot
or
put normal plastic in your
leaching
body.
chemicals, yeah.
For sure. The clear one is used inside your body for surgeries for people who are allergic to surgical steel. So this
Okay.
replaces screws, etc.
Okay.
And then we have a surgical steel one. Well, it already says what it does. It's made of surgical steel, and they use it for hip replacement, etc. So all the materials that Aneros is made of is medically grade material.
Okay, and the colorful ones, like the red ones, black ones, and also the blue one is silicone one, but you have the plastical ones in red and black also.
Yeah.
And that's the same material.
It's the
just,
same as the clear ones. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the same as the clear ones. And actually, normally we have these series in black, but every year in November there's a Prostate Health Awareness
Yes,
Month.
indeed.
And then we come out with a blue one, just to give attention to November, to prostate health awareness. And actually, per box that we sell, we donate $5 to charity.
Okay, nice.
That's
a
why
good
we made
initiative.
it blue.
Yes.
Yes, and that's why I love that we have it in the store here already.
Yeah. Yes.
Do you want to know how it works?
Yes. Tell
I
me.
cannot demonstrate it, but I
Yeah,
can. I can
let's-
tell you. I can
in
tell
a
you.
proper way, so people can
Well,
see.
in a proper way.
without restrictions. Yes.
If this is your rectum, you'll put the Aneros device in like here.
Is there some preparing to do, like lube or something else, washing up?
It depends on the person,
Yeah.
Some of course you need to lube it a bit.
Yeah.
Always water-based because silicone and silicone doesn't go well.
Yeah.
So always
but for the
a
plastic
bit.
ones, you can choose also other-based lubes.
Yes, you can. You can use silicone or you can use Crisco, J-Lube, whatever brand there is.
Yes,
you
for the
you can
plastic
use
ones. And
for
for
the
the
plastic
silicone
ones.
ones, we stick to water-based as usual.
Rule number 1: no silicone on silicone
Yes.
because it will melt.
Yes.
So lube it up just a little bit. Place it inside, and actually the device is created so you can just play with it yourself. So by contracting your first muscle, you will put it in and release it. Put it in and release it. That's why we
Just
have
with
the
the
grip
muscle,
here.
you don't do it with your hand.
No.
There's no need to go like...
Just by contracting the muscle,
Yes.
it goes in and out. And what happens is that this little head up here, it's a little bit curved. It touches your prostate well enough to massage it. Mm-hmm. So these little arms, these tridents, they keep it in place. This one goes up here and this one goes to your tailbone, so it doesn't disappear.
Yeah. Because I
completely.
think that's also one of the main rules with anal toys. You have to have the stopper.
You have to have a stopper,
Yes.
otherwise you really have to go to the hospital
Yeah.
to get it out yourself, because you can't get it out yourself for
Yeah.
sure. You have to go to the
Yes.
hospital.
You
We don't want that, so that's why we have these little trident hooks.
Yes, and they're safe and they're good quality.
They're safe, they're good quality.
Yeah, I
Aneros
saw
only.
the prototype, like with the little string.
That's the first one. Yeah. But
so you can see that it's legit. It's not gonna get loose.
Every product that comes out has been through a series of tests for 2 years.
Okay.
They have a test panel, and they have to be unanimous about the fact that it's a good product. If one of the test panel says, no, we need to improve, it goes back,
Okay.
they improve.
So very, very high standard.
There's a very, very high standard at Aneros, very high standard. So once again, you place it in, and by contracting, actually it does its work. It's massaging. This little head is massaging your prostate.
Yeah.
So what we say is that you should at least do it once or twice a week for like 20 minutes.
That's for the health benefits.
It's for the health benefits, yeah. So you can release all the liquids and debris from your prostate, and you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know,
that's way nicer.
it's nicer than somebody
Somebody else, yes.
sticking two fingers up your bum.
Yeah. Maybe it's your kink and you like it, but then you still have an option to enjoy it by yourself.
You have two options,
Yeah,
for
you have
sure.
two
If you like
options.
that, you can do
Yes,
it. But the prostate is so sensitive.
Yeah.
You cannot just squish it or touch it.
Yeah.
You know, it's don't do it. And this one goes far enough up your rectum to just massage it.
So it's anatomically correct. So it sits where it's supposed to sit. I think
It's
that's also one of the best
anatomically
things of these toys.
Correct. Yes, and that's what I say. 2 years of research, development, improvement, testing, etc., makes that this is such a beautiful toy. That's why we also say, you know, Aneros, anything else is just a toy.
Yes.
It gives you pleasure. But now we come to the best part.
Yes, and it also gives you pleasure.
It also gives you pleasure. We call it the big O, the big prostate orgasm.
Yeah.
So if you practice well enough and if you do it long enough, it will give you and can give you a big prostate orgasm. It's non-ejaculatory.
Yeah.
It's non-ejaculatory.
Yeah.
So you don't, there's no cum coming out, but it gives you an overwhelming feeling and it can last up to 5 minutes. So that's also one of the reasons that people buy
It's
Aneros.
worth to play with it, yeah.
It's worth it.
But to make clear and don't have false expectations, it's not going to happen on the first time, probably.
Probably it's not going to happen on
yeah.
the first time.
I usually say with any butt toy, it takes at least 4 to 6 times to get used to the feeling, just something going in, playing, how I feel about it. And so the health benefits you can get from the first time, but to be able to enjoy, it usually takes a bit more time.
It really takes practice. And I
Yes.
always say it takes up to a month if you use it every week.
Yeah.
I talk to the most experienced bottom guys, and even they, in the beginning, they're like, oh, I'm not used to this. No, because your body has to get used to it. You know,
Yeah.
you have to get used to the fact how to use it, how to do the contraction. You have to reinvent your rectum
Yeah.
with
Indeed.
it.
Yes, I think this is very important to understand.
Yeah.
That it's not like I put a toy in, now I don't do anything and everything happens.
No.
The toy is a tool to get nicer sensations, but you still have to put in the work. It's also about the mindset and also about getting used to the feelings and what
Yeah.
can I get out of the toy.
Yeah. You know, it's what you say. It's a tool, and a tool is used by humans. You know,
Yes.
so this is what you use for yourself, but it takes effort, it takes time, it takes patience, and
But then there's
after
good
all
reward.
that, you'll be rewarded.
Yes.
And the best thing is that you probably don't have prostate problems anymore. So that's why we dare to say, and we can say, this is the only medical product for prostate massaging on the market. And once again, everything else is just a toy.
Yeah, very nice.
And we have different ones,
Yes.
but they all come in a package like this, of course with a box around it. But you know, I really like it. I have
It's okay.
I have a few myself at home, and I just put it like a book on the bookshelf. You know, it says Aneros, and
Yeah.
nobody knows what it is. You know.
And if someone knows, they're like, "Oh yes."
Oh yes, you have them.
You know the thing. Yeah, I think it's very also nice ways to store it. It's not just like dropping it somewhere, but you still have the packaging. It can be stored there. Of course, you can put it in a drawer if you wish, but it's also added bonus with the buying the toy.
Yes.
So one is for medical reasons, then that's just playing with yourself, but you can also use it in a couples play.
Well, for sure you can use it in couples play. For example, if you're making love and if you have the Aneros device in, it actually enhances your orgasm,
Yes.
your normal orgasm. So it doubles it. So that makes it that your normal orgasm can last for up to 5 minutes if you're having intercourse. For sure, you're not coming for 5 minutes, but you know, it's the combined feeling of overwhelming sensation.
Yeah, like full body orgasm.
It's like a full
yes.
body orgasm.
Yeah, because this is like, because the statistics is quite sad. Like, do you know what's the average time for a couple to have sex?
Once a week?
Once a week, that's pre-week, but like the session, how long is the session? Like I'm fully dressed, so from being fully dressed to going to get dressed again, how long is the time to have sex? Do you know?
Well, no.
Okay, so they say it's 12 minutes.
12 minutes?
Yes, yes, indeed. So that's the average time for the average couple. And then it's like, oh, why should we do it more or longer if you can come like this, especially for men? Because then you are missing out on those 5-minute orgasms.
Well, I think
your body needs more time.
There's a lot of work for us to do
Yes.
to get couples more into playing
Yes,
and to
yes.
discover themselves. And because I think this is still a topic for straight men to not talk about.
Especially, yeah.
And
But I think
prostate illness doesn't see the difference between gay or straight, you know?
True,
it's
true.
so
Yes, and but I think it's getting better. At least when I do, or we have master classes here, and I have master class about anatomy of pleasure, and I do it, and it's nice to see how over the years people are getting more open and open and open. Because there
Yeah.
I talk about anatomy and physiology and how the arousal works, and I also mentioned prostate and the pleasure of it and how can it be gained.
yeah.
And the attitudes have changed quite a lot from like, oh no, I'm not gay, like, why is it gay if you do it with your partner or something? And there's no problem in being gay. And if you're not gay, you can still do it with partner just because you're doing something with your
I
body
actually
doesn't make
encourage
you.
all my straight friends
Yes,
to buy an Eris and to use it.
yes.
For some friends, I gave one
Yeah.
tester, and they're actually like, it's amazing. Oh my God. Because they're not used to something up their bum,
Yeah.
what we say, but a world opens for you if you just
Yeah, that's
try and
completely
explore, and it's amazing.
different world. Yes, indeed. So I always encourage, and lately in the last ones, people are like, okay, I'm actually starting to think that should be something I could try. So that's nice to see that people are getting more and more open.
Yeah.
And also, as you say, I also encourage my friends, and then to see their reactions, and when they come back with the feedback, oh my God, I did not know this was possible. Why?
Yep.
I already told you, but the funniest remark I got, like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. But I can see that he's like joyful. I'm like, why you don't want to do it anymore? Because it was so nice. I don't want, like, it was so nice.
You
I'm
get
like, it's
attached
a
and
bit
used
too
to
much.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so like, no, I want to do it, but no, but yes. And you can see the whole spectrum of emotions that arise when they discover this whole new world. And it's a nice addition to couples play also, because sometimes men are like, oh, but there's so much for women and not that much for men. There are, like, these toys are marvelous.
We have a lot of toys for men, but you know, for women it's much easier because
Yeah.
you know, you have a vagina, and
Yeah.
they make a lot of toys for vaginas.
Yes.
And if you make rectile toys, most of the times you're limited to gay, because the straight, what we said,
Yeah,
they don't want
there's
to do
a lot
it.
of stigma, unfortunately.
There's a lot of stigma on that, but still there are a lot of toys for men outside of, you know, cock rings,
Yeah.
masturbators, stuff like that.
Yeah, and it's actually getting more and more popular, and I'm happy to see that people are freer to express themselves. Actually, one of the most common complaint about Aneros is that females cannot use it. So there's nothing from Aneros
That's
for
not
women.
true. We have
You have? Yes?
That's not
so
true.
we're missing out. Okay, so you say you actually have something that females can also use and women.
Yeah.
Okay,
have.
show me. I'm excited.
There's one product of Aneros, and it's actually the latest one. It's the
Oh,
Psy.
okay.
The Psy. It recently came out this year.
Yes.
And people were actually waiting for it because there are
Yeah.
forums all over the world of people trying to teach and try to share experience about Aneros, about the prostate massager. This is a new Psy.
Okay. It's new, so I don't have to feel that bad that I did not know about it.
No, actually
Okay,
not.
good.
No, it's quite new.
Quite new, very good.
The interesting feature about this one is that it has bendable tridents. So it
Okay.
has
And the tridents, as well as the other products, are really strong, and you cannot break them off.
you cannot break them. It's impossible. After 2 years of development, it would be really, really hard if somebody breaks it. And
Yes.
then no, but it's not. So the nice thing about the Psy is that it's bendable and it stays. This one is fully silicone
Yeah.
and it goes back. But this one you can actually shape to your body. So you don't.
Okay.
So you just put it in once.
Yeah.
You adjust it. You clean it and put it away. And the next time you know exactly
The adjustment.
the right feeling for you. You know, you
Yeah.
already adjusted it. But because of the nice shape of the Psy, it can also be used for clitoral stimulation. So this is the only Aneros product that we also advise that women can use.
Okay. It's for clitoral stimulation, not internally.
Well, both, because
Both.
it goes...
Yeah. Okay.
Of course, you can stimulate inside also, but
Yes.
it's actually this shape that stimulates by contracting
Yeah.
your clitoris.
Yeah. So you contract the pelvic floor and the muscles are contracting the clitoris,
Yes.
the surrounding area.
Once again, you don't use it with your hands. It's only
Yeah.
by contracting. Contraction.
Okay. So you put it in either vaginally or rectally, and then you contract. So I still don't get it. How do females play with it?
Put it in.
Inside, vagina or rectum, or both?
No, vagina.
Vagina. Okay.
No, do you have a clitoris in your rectum?
No, but you can if the toy.
Maybe that's something
that's
new.
why
Maybe it's something new.
No. If you can give me the toy, that's why I'm
sure.
asking. Yeah, because I was imagining that this is going to be on the clitoris and giving some
Ah,
kind
no,
of pleasure.
no,
but
no.
This, so you
Yes.
put inside and you're
Yes.
stimulating the other inside part
Exactly.
of the clitoris.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
so now I get it.
So-
we actually have this moulage of vulva, but I think if we show it on that, it's not going to be legal to go on YouTube.
Don't do it on YouTube.
So if you want to see that, come to our shops. There we can show you that.
For sure, you have to come to the shop and they will explain everything to you. We have a wide range of Aneros products here in the shop. Also anal douches. We have almost every model here in the shop.
Yeah.
So if people are curious, please come to one of the Sexy Style shops.
Yes. So this one is okay for women because I can just take these apart and they're not gonna go in the places I don't want them to go.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the big.
That's the
plus.
thing, yes.
Very nice. Yes.
Yeah.
And the material I already knew, but still taking it in hand,
Yeah,
it
it's
feels really
silicone.
nice, and it's nice silicone.
It's velvet silicone, you
Yes,
know?
very,
It's
very
the
good.
velvety touch.
yeah,
Once again,
medical grade velvety
also
silicone, very cool.
the black ones is
Yes.
silicone, so only water-based lube.
Yes, of course.
Or anything non-silicone.
Yes, indeed. Very nice. Happy to hear about this.
Yes.
Maybe there's something else that I didn't ask you. You would like to tell me about.
Well, I want to show you one more product of Aneros.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excited.
So this is the Aneros Prelude. Look at the nice box.
Yeah, very nice.
It's really
boxes.
cool,
Just
right?
because of the boxes, it's important to buy it.
I want to have it for the box.
Yeah.
You know, you just open it. It's the tempo. And look.
Yeah, very beautiful.
Look how nice. So what does the tempo do? It's quite heavy. It's medically grade steel.
Yeah, you can feel it, the weight. Yes.
This one is actually invented to enlighten internal hemorrhoids.
Okay. So another medical device. Nice.
Yeah, because of the shape. The nice thing you can do with it is you can heat it in a microwave or something. Well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say microwave, but put
Yeah,
it in,
but-
in boiling water.
Yeah, but
Or
water I think works
You
best.
can put it in a freezer.
Yeah.
Because it's medical steel, it won't attach to your body. Normally, if steel is frozen and you touch
Yeah.
it,
You get freeze to it, yeah.
you get freeze burns. Not with this steel. So if you have really bad hemorrhoids, just put it in a freezer for a while and then start playing with it. You can use it by contraction, but because it's a bit heavier, you really need to be practiced down there.
Yeah.
So I always say use it by hand. And because these little round
Bridges, yeah.
shapes go and touch the hemorrhoids, it enlightens.
Okay,
It really
the heel.
enlightens and it can
Yeah. The
make
cold
the hemorrhoids
temperature
go away.
and pressure.
Yes. So this is actually a quite nice device. We also have one series called the Paradise. These are made of the white plastic. So, what do you prefer?
Yeah, you can still play with it, but not that much with the heat and
No.
cold. But the steel one, it's the added benefit.
The
of
steel
it
one
being-
is for temperature.
Yes,
And the white ones is just for
Just
enlighten
with
the
the pressure,
hemorrhoids.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. And it's a bit heavy. You're not supposed to wear with them. I know some of your products are wearable for longer time.
Yeah.
And some are just for like sexy time play for shorter duration.
Well, actually, I know a few people. If they have a long distance flights, and because it's silicone, they
Yeah.
just wear it for the whole flight.
Okay.
Because you cannot do it with the Psy because it has metal inside. So
Yes.
if you go to the body scan at the airport,
Yeah,
they
it's
say
gonna be
something is
quite
up your bum.
Yeah.
But if you use the silicone ones, you can just, if you're used to it, so
Yeah.
it's not like, okay, I'm gonna do it for the first time.
Yeah, it's
I'm
not a
gonna fly
beginner's
12
activity,
hours
yeah.
with. You have to know for yourself, but
Yeah.
for the more experienced people, they actually wear it the whole day or during a flight or whatever, and you can. So it's body safe. Don't do it with the hard plastic ones because it's gonna irritate for sure.
Yeah, because it's harder.
It's hard, yeah, and the silicone one, it feels like what I said. It's velvet.
Yeah.
You felt it yourself.
Yeah,
it's
it
like
feels
velvet.
really, really
It's a
nice,
velvet touch.
the material. And also the sizing. I think that we have quite a bit of discussions in shop about the toys and the size. Some are smaller and some are the bigger ones.
Yeah.
And we actually get the feedback that the bigger ones sit for at least shorter duration of time. They fill you up nicer.
Yeah, so we have the big ones, the classics.
Yeah, the
That's what we
plastic one.
talk about.
Yes.
They actually have been designed to target more the game market because
Okay.
the complaint was we want to feel a bit more filled up.
Yeah.
So that's why we designed the big plastic ones. So it does exactly the same. It's also a medical prostate massager, only it has more volume so that you feel a little bit more filled up. And if you like something up your bum,
Yeah.
you would love this one.
Yeah, we see that in shops that people in the beginning they buy the small ones, then they get used to it, they know how to play with it, and then they come back and they want to be the bigger size because it give because maybe we can show it so people are not scared what we mean by the bigger size. It's not that big. It still goes with your anatomy. Yes, so one of the things that the sizing is different.
So
and
I'm gonna explain you anything about the size. For example, we have 3 sizes over here.
yes,
Yep. This one is actually for beginners. Why? Because it's slimmer and it has a small head. If you're not used to anything touching your prostate, it can be really overwhelming
Yeah.
to feel this because the head is more bent, so it would give more and more pressure to your prostate. So that's why we developed in every series a range of different sizes from beginner, expert, and everything in between.
okay, so everyone can find something suitable for them.
Yes, for sure. For sure. And of course, that's why we have shopping staff to advise the
Yeah,
customers. But you
Indeed.
can imagine that this will give you a feeling of being filled up.
Yes, yes. And this is the biggest size, but it's not that big. It still goes with your anatomy. If you look
Yes.
how much the rectum can stretch, this is way less. So it still goes in easily. It's just about the preference and not getting overwhelmed. The first time I usually tell clients it's better to start small
Yes.
and then build up.
Yes.
Because if you start with a too big toy too soon, it's not. If it's painful, then it's way, way too big. It's not supposed to be painful,
No.
but it can be overstimulating just
Yes.
because you're not used to being touched there.
Yes.
And other things. I don't do my makeup regularly, but there was Halloween, so I did my makeup and I was doing like my eyeliner, and I was like, oh my god, how people can handle it. And then there are girls next to me like just doing na because they're used to it, and it's not like it's painful, but it's just weird for me. And that's the same with toys, especially with butt stuff toys. If you're not used to it, it can give you this eerie feeling. Just be with yourself, breathe to it, go slowly, and then people who actually do it, we see that they come back for more.
Well, it's the
nicer
same.
toys.
Like if you never had anal sex, you don't go
Yes.
into the shop and buy a dildo of 40 centimeters.
Yes,
you
indeed.
don't because you can't handle it.
Yeah,
So
and there's no need.
There's
also.
no need. That's why you know.
Yes.
And the nice thing about it is that you can use it yourself. You know, at home, at ease. Go
Yes.
lie in the bed. Try it for the first time. Relax. Give yourself some time to explore.
Yeah, I think the keyword is relax. That's one of the things.
Relax, yes.
Very important for anal play. Relax, and the relaxation you get there because.
It will hurt if you don't relax.
yeah, it will hurt.
If your muscle is like this,
Yes, it's just not gonna go.
it's not gonna go. You can lube it up as much as you want, but it's your
Yes.
body who says no because you're not
Yes.
relaxed. And if you relax, it goes in really easily.
Yes, indeed. So it's mostly about relaxation. If you're scared from pain, then it's going to be problematic, not because it's actually painful, but just because you're scared.
Yes.
And then if you're scared, come here, we'll give you consultations. We actually have also masterclass about anal pleasure
Yep.
that you can listen to, and where our colleague tell us how to do it the best way so it's most pleasurable. And then when you learn it, the relaxation that you get from any anal play, not even talking about prostate play, because that gives you like extra.
Yeah.
It's something that's I think one of the main reasons why couples actually choose to start to do anal play.
Yeah.
Because you have to really be in tune with each other to do it, and the relaxation you get from it. Because if you're not relaxed, nothing is working. I sometimes say the stars are not right and it's not going to work.
I would advise every straight guy on the planet to at least once and try to touch your prostate with something, even if it's your girlfriend's finger, without nails, of course.
Yes.
But try the sensation, the feeling, and then they know what it is. It doesn't make you gay. It's your own body, It's like...
Yes, I would say not once is not enough. Because with once you're usually like, oh, what is it? That's weird. You have to have at least the second and third time where you're like, okay, I already know this.
The first time encourage you to do it more. So.
Yeah, just my point is don't get scared if the first time was not that pleasurable.
No.
It's not supposed to hurt, but don't have your hopes high too up that it's going to be like, wow, the first time. No, it gets used. It's getting you... You have to get used to it. Like in Latvian, we have this saying, "Pirmās pankūkas ir jāmet ārā." So even it's the first pancake you always throw out.
Yes.
It's the same in the sex. Like the first times, usually it gets better. I hope it gets better for all of you.
Yeah.
If not, come here. We'll tell you things, listen to our podcasts, read things.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure.
I think that's very important. And you also have some vibrating toys. I think those are exciting.
Yes, we have. We have two, actually.
So the vibrating ones. Yes, we have one currently in our shop, and we're adding the next one. Also, it's not here yet, I think, but it's coming soon.
We have actually two vibrating prostate devices. We have the Vice 2 and the Helix Syn V. The Helix Syn V was the first one.
Yeah, that we carry.
It comes in a nice red box, and I already saw it, backstage. So... this is the Helix Syn V. It's quite nice, rechargeable with magnets.
Yes.
And it has a really nice, discreet on and off button. Also, again, medically grade silicone, but this one has a motor in it, so be careful with it. You don't break it, but don't do strange things with it, because it's...
Don't boil it.
No, don't boil it. Don't do anything with it. That's actually quite nice to say in between, because every Aneros product has a lifetime warranty. If you break it, ship it to us, and we will be happy to send you a new one. The case
means you come to us, and we ship it to them.
Sure.
And you get a new one in the place, yes.
But to say that the cases that happened are like to zero.
Yeah.
That's how confident we are at Aneros.
Yeah, we haven't had any returns of Aneros, yes.
But if one breaks, go back to Sexy Style, and we'll be happy to provide you with a new one.
Yes, indeed.
So the Helix Syn V. The latest one, the Vice 2. And as you saw, that the Helix doesn't have a remote control.
Yeah.
Just a discrete on and off button.
And the buttons are a bit different than the other sex toys. People in the beginning are confused, but they are actually very comfortable. Because when you learn the system, you have this with one button. You get like big series of like, you can go to the types of vibration, and then you can adjust the level of vibrating with just one button. So that's really
with just
cool.
one button. But the thing with one button is that you always have to remember which vibration pattern you love the most. And it's like 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
We had a solution for that. The Vice 2.
Yes.
The Vice 2.
And
the
it's
Vice
bigger
2,
also in size. That's nice.
It's bigger in size.
But still not too big.
No, it's still quite nice. And actually, it comes with a very cute remote control.
And it's also nice material. Even for the remote, you have kept it.
The nice thing is that you can see which number of vibrating pattern you love the most.
Yeah, so I actually think it's the only remote with the display. I have
With a
seen some
display.
toys with display, but not the remote. So that's cool.
Do you notice anything about the size of the?
Yeah, it's a
It's a prostate.
it's a
It's the
prostate.
shape of the prostate. But
shape.
once again, to highlight, it has the numbers on it, so you can actually remember what pattern you love the most and just skip all and go there.
Okay,
So I love the display. I really love the
it's
display.
very
So
useful.
this is the latest one. 2 vibrating models. I must say, on the vibrating models, there is 1-year warranty. Why? Because it has a motor
Electronics,
inside.
yeah,
It
and
has
motor.
electronics inside, but the rest, lifetime warranty.
Yes, indeed. And these are also nice, and our customers like them. We're very happy to have the bigger one now, the new one joining, because as I said previously, some people want some bigger toy, and then others currently in our shop did not have anything. So happy to have the new one joining.
Currently,
after all.
these 2 are the best sellers. So the new Psy, when it was released, it just flew off the shelves. Really flew off the shelves. And also the Vice 2. So currently,
Yes,
in Europe, these 2 are the best sellers.
understandable. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had a very pleasant, full conversation. I learned some new things. That was surprising to me. Happy that you have some new toys. Exciting for them to join our shop.
Yes.
And thank you for filling in our customers and me on some medical things that you have going on, that it's actually research. I already knew it, but it's nice to hear it again and let our customers see and hear for themselves.
For sure.
So maybe there's something else you want to say in the conclusion of the conversation.
Well, yeah, I think that listen to your own body. That goes for everyone.
Yes.
Male, female, or anything in between. It
Yes.
goes for everyone. Listen to your body. But if you feel anything up your bum that doesn't feel right, first go see a doctor.
Yeah.
For sure. First go see a doctor, because this is not doctor's replacement. It's not like, okay, I don't need prescription. I just buy this and help myself. No, go to the doctor. And he will diagnose you with, prostate inflammation or something. And then don't be ashamed to use it. Really, don't be ashamed to use it. That's what I try to say to people. Try it. Use it. Don't be ashamed. It's your own body. Use it for yourself. You don't have to talk to other people about it. But try it, because it will
Yes.
really, really help you.
Yes, it will help you to enjoy yourself more.
Yes.
It can help you medically if there's some issue. But yes, I agree with you. Go to the doctor to be checked out, because there are some, like maybe it's a cancer and you actually have to have more treatment.
Yeah.
And but if it's this inflammation of prostate, this will work greatly. But to know that you have to go to your doctor and
And
talk there.
If you're thinking about purchasing, just go to a physical store. Go to Sexy
Yeah,
Style, because
come.
you really need to be advised on the range of the product. You need to feel the material. Don't be ashamed of that. Go to a erotic lifestyle store or a sex store, because they know what they advise, and you need to feel the material. Don't be ashamed and buy online and think nobody sees it. No, just
Yeah.
take the step. Go to a store. Go to Sexy Style. Get advised. That's the most important thing.
Yeah, that's the biggest difference of going somewhere else or coming to us, that you have a proper consultation.
Yes. And a wide range of products.
And a wide range of products, of course, and you can touch them and feel
Yeah.
them and see the size. It's one that I read, 2.3 centimeters. Like, I have no idea what it is and how does it look, and especially on this toy. Here you can feel it, touch it, and I usually tell my clients, close your eyes and touch your toy in the hand.
Yes.
Because that's more like muscle memory, gives you more honest feedback of the
Yes.
size representation.
For sure.
And that's way more useful. And also I want to highlight that we do a lot of training with our staff. You also, we had a video call, you met my staff. We were talking together. You gave them knowledge. I add from my side my knowledge that
Yeah.
I have. And we really work on this so the people can give you really good consultations, and if they don't know something, they will let you know. They ask me, and then if it's something that I don't know, I'll email you and
That's-
you give me answers, and we come back to you. So I love this part about my work.
That's
it's
also
very
what I
important.
say
Yeah.
to all of the Aneros customers who want to sell Aneros in the shop. They need a proper training.
Yes.
They really need a proper training, because it's not a dildo, it's not a vibrator. You really need to know what to advise, how to advise, etc. So I'm really happy that you took it on, and that
Yes.
you were really learning and loving. So yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, then thank you for the opportunity and coming here and being with us.
I'm
and
really
during
happy
the
to be
time.
in Riga. Yeah.
Yes, and we still have a nice day planned ahead.
Yes, yes, I'm excited.
Yes, indeed. Okay,
Thank you so much.
Thank you.